We were recently approached by Cantilever Films to review one of their documentaries called War Movies, and honestly, this was pretty great. Just a background on the documentary itself, it is a mini series or a docu-series of 5 hour-long episodes, with each episode being 20 years going over the relationship between film and war. And honestly, it was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was very informational, it was very entertaining, and it was probably one of the better documentaries I've seen.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I remember when Griff approached me about it, he was like, "Hey, we got approached. You want to do it?" And I was like, I was stoked that we were even on someone's radar.
Yeah.
So so thank you guys for even, contemplating us. That's awesome. And then I was like, documentaries, that's either hit or miss, but let's check it out. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I could even tell you what my favorite episode was. It was episode one. I really enjoyed the camera work, the interviews that they did. These people are really talented. I really enjoyed it, and their editing process is on point. I wasn't
Yeah.
bored. There are a lot of documentaries, even some of the more famous ones, that I'm just like, watch during class or something. And here I was, it's not that I like war, it's just that the subject matter, film and war, I'm like, okay, I like that they referenced what war movies have done it right and which ones haven't. And I agree with them. I think Saving Private Ryan,
Yeah.
Black Hawk Down are
Top
definitely
Gun.
up there. Black Hawk Down, I remember without knowing anything about film or, editing or any of that stuff, I was like, just the collaboration between the U.S. military and the film industry, and just the Black Hawks that were there, and they actually got pilots and things like that. I had no idea that that much work goes into these things, so that was awesome to find out. And
Yeah.
like I said, the interviews are pretty entertaining. I really enjoyed this documentary. If you guys have a chance, seriously, sit down. I'd rather watch this again than She-Hulk or Percy Jackson any day of the week. All 5 episodes.
Yeah, as Edward said, the interviews were very great. The narrator I think did a very good job, and they did a good job making it entertaining by continuously changing what was on screen, showing movie clips. I thought it was very well done. I liked how they showed, like, even with like multitude of examples between the relationship between the film and the camera, and even with a lot of things that I didn't know. I think learning about history has always been a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed learning that in school, and I think learning about it in this lens, especially with something that I'm passionate about, as you can tell, I really enjoy film. I enjoy movies and stuff like that. So learning through it, learning about like events I already knew about through a different perspective, I thought was very entertaining, and the 5 hours went by fast.
Yeah.
I do think it was a little bit repetitive, but given it was a docu-series, you are bound to repeat a few things considering it's 5 hours. You don't really expect everyone to sit in one sitting to watch it. So of course some things are going to be repeated. I thought it was a bit surprising, and I want to know what you think about this, Edward, and for anyone who watches it. In the last like 15 minutes of episode 5, they talked about the relationship of superhero movies with war. And what do you think about that?
It's always a little fun to explore that aspect, because I think for me personally, I think it goes hand in hand. Um, it's a little bit weird almost when I get like a superhero movie without some sort of military presence in there, because I'm like,
Yeah.
really, all of that shit's going on, and where's the U.S. military? So I enjoy that part. Captain America, obviously the military's got to be heavily involved. Iron Man, you really can't do Iron Man without the U.S. military or military presence. Even Transformers, I know that people don't
Yeah.
really like the Transformers movies because so many humans, but I do like that, the military's there, and the because that's the way. If any of this stuff was real, those are real reactions I think that military in the world would have, is to be present.
And
So
frankly,
yeah, I dig it.
yeah, it's also only fitting. I mean, Captain America was made as US war propaganda to help get us into World War II. So I mean, it's only fitting that there's a relationship between it. So I really did like that parallel, and it did make me chuckle considering, well, that's one of the big things about our channel here. So I really enjoyed it. If Go give him a chance. we will leave a link to where you can find their docuseries in the description below. If you watch it, let us know what you think. And frankly, I think you guys will have a good time, even if you just like listen to it as a podcast while you're doing something else. It's a very enjoyable series, very informative, and you're going to learn a lot.
My final thoughts on this is, I sat down, I watched it an episode per night. The time went by really fast.
Yeah.
Because I was able to enjoy it so well, as opposed to some of the other things that I've seen, which are superhero oriented or sci-fi oriented, and I'm sitting there just thinking, I can't wait for this crap to be over. It wasn't the case with this. I enjoyed it, and that's what you want when you watch something. You want to enjoy it, you want to soak it in, and you want to be able to talk about it. And I don't have anything bad to say about this. I
Yeah.
think it was very enjoyable. I'm glad we had the opportunity to do this. So thank you guys for thinking of us.
And one thing, just before we get in the comments, not a sponsored ad, genuine opinion. It was
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah, we didn't get paid to tell you guys that we liked it. We genuinely liked it. I kept telling Griffin as the episodes were over, I was like, "Damn, dude, I really enjoyed that one." So,
Yeah.
uh,
Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go check out Cantilever Films, and we'll see you guys next time.